Hey moguls, it's Dr. T here, and I'm coming to you with another mogul upgrade to help you on the path to creating your mogul reality, your empire, your dynasty, your highest destiny. So let's get into it because today we're focusing on understanding some important mogul wisdom, which is that transactions without transformations in all that you're doing actually create poverty instead of wealth. So let's try to understand how this can happen. So people can earn millions and still live in lack if they bypass the actual transformative growth. I can promise you this, having from the earliest part of my career in psychology, trained and helped and supported strategically high net worth and ultra high net worth moguls who were really, really struggling, no matter how many millions, hundreds of millions were in the bank account. And I had heard this before, but I knew it. And it's because again, if you are able to do transactions and get money, but you do not do the transformational process that is actually the point of it, and you do transactions instead of transformations, you will be poor. And that's one of the hardest parts because the people that I saw in the beginning in my career, it was like, how can I have all of this and feel so empty? So let's dive into this. And first of all, just a reminder, this is your International Moguls Club channel. I am Dr. Tracy Thomas, your mogul reality maker, quantum advisor on your transformational trajectory, here to help you with your empire, your dynasty, creating your highest reality. And I'm here to tell you transformation is wealth, moguls. Without it, your income can just kind of end up like noise, which is kind of interesting. So there's a myth that more money equals more success. But we've seen for how long that that is not the case. Because without transformation, money can actually become a trap. People chase it, they lose themselves in it, they twist themselves up to get it. They literally lose their soul. They do not do the transformations necessary to purify themselves in the process of creating a higher reality and therefore bringing in a higher frequency of resources and money. And therefore, people can do transactions, not transformations. And instead of being wealthy, they can have money and be in poverty. This is absolutely straight here from the mogul maker's mouth. I promise you this. Okay, so true wealth is built on a process of alignment to a purpose and a mission that transforms both you and the world and finally gives the world something it is sorely missing. And this is how all other creatures do it. We see them, they create a better environment for themselves. But in the world we've been in, with the power structure doing what they've been doing, we've been taught to just live in a crappy environment and expect that like money is going to transform that. True wealth is built on transformation, and the growth that you have to do with yourself is what grows your empire and your dynasty into a process of transformation that transforms you as much as you build it. Okay, so if your offers, your gifts, the things that you have, your services, if they don't involve transformation and it's just a transaction, the money will not change either of you. It's just the frequency. Very important, moguls. This is a mogul activation. So look at some place in the way that you're running your reality, your business or your department or region, whatever it is that your role is. And look at where you're just doing it for the transaction. And this is one of those moments that when people do this, and I think everybody kind of knows, you're just like, oh, I'm just going through the motions for the money. And not to get too crass here, because we keep it high level in mogul world, but when you really think about it, and I've had these moments early in my career where it was, leaving an amazing multiple six-figure corporate role that I was amazing at and believed in all this stuff, but I was not living my exact purpose. So all that I was receiving, once I went so far, it's like I knew it. A couple years went by, I knew it. At one point, I was like, if I'm being honest, I'm pretty much a prostitute at this point, just doing something for the transaction. And it doesn't have to be someone, getting on their back and doing whatever it is that people do in, being a prostitute, the kind we're familiar with. That's not the only kind. So when we're just doing it for the transaction, this is why the world is suffering. This is why people are not growing, not evolving. This is why we have a world where the biggest threat to people, and particularly men at this time, is their own selves taking their own lives, because transformation is the point. So wherever you're doing something for the transaction, I don't mean to burst your mogul bubble, but just let's take a little mogul up and just say, am I here for the transaction? Am I here to sell myself this way? Because that's like a prostitute thing. And guess what? That's also everybody's choice. Because sometimes we could say, oh, well, people shouldn't be doing that. But like, what are you doing? What kind of role are you doing just for the freaking money? What's the difference? If you are in transactional reality, it's time to consider how you can make it transformational, because in the new era, the new revolutionary transformational era we're in, where we are moving beyond the industrial revolution and hardcore capitalism was just the Hunger Games, where a few people just got over on everyone else and literally socially engineered society into the toilet. All right, if you're not doing transformational reality with yourself, your clients, your company, building it into a transformational empire or dynasty, it's going to get really hard. Okay, transformation is the point. It is the service. It is the product. Wealth, health, vitality, all of these things, whatever it is the result of that. And we do not bypass it. And let's all get real, moguls, to know we've been there where we've seen people that like needed to do the growth and they just kept avoiding it and avoiding it. Oh my God. And then it just smacked them in the face. Now you got to do it from a place of struggle. We know in ourselves where we had something we needed to grow in, but we went with the status quo. We just wanted to fit in and belong and have approval. And that thing got us. Because transformation is the point. It is the wealth. It is the growth. And if you grow yourself in this way, not in the way it says, oh, just grow yourself. We don't even know. What does this mean? Transformation is going right in the face of the very thing that you are not good at, the very thing that you feel afraid to do, the very thing that is uncomfortable for you. It may make you quake in your boots. It is the point of the wealth. And even if we have to do it, shaky as we might be, transformation is the point. This is what we are doing for ourselves, our clients, for a new reality. Wealth is the result. And you know this, moguls, because you can see the world and all of these nations. We have so much freaking money circulating, and the whole freaking society is absolutely falling apart. We have the data. And we were given this recipe that just money was wealth. Transformation is the wealth, and money and all the kinds of currency, vitality, well-being, connectivity, every kind of currency you can think of is the result. So this is the upgrade. Promise you this. If you are doing transactional reality, you want to shift it or no, it will shift it for you pretty soon. It's coming your way. Make sure that when you take in this upgrade, you agree to like it, like the video. Say, yes, universe, I thank you for sending me this upgrade through the Mogul channel. Thank you, I received it. I must have needed to hear it. I am subscribed to become a better mogul in my true, pure power, not some fake business archetype of somebody that does all kinds of stuff for a buck, but a mogul who is a potent, pure, transformational, influential leader giving a positive contribution to society of your own transformation and the transformation that that brings to other people. We are builders of new worlds. And that's why there's all these resources for you moguls. Look in the description. You're going to see the links to the human design chart to make sure you know what you are and what you're here to do. Check out the transformational books that are there. The Moguls Club website is there. Just absolutely go on there and take in everything. We just relaunched our site from the Empire Company, which was our company in America. We are now operating out of Dubai and naming the community of moguls the name of the company, even though we still have Empire Company services. So that website is a lot of resources, and soon there will be these kind of videos will be on there. Our podcasts will be on there, articles and stuff. But I got the first round launched, and it's a beautiful resource for you. So take advantage of that. In all of your mogul upgrade actions, send this to someone. Someone you know is probably chasing shallow wins, doing transactions, stuck in that cycle. Just say, I thought of you and I thought you might want this mogul upgrade, and share it. Become the mogul circuitry, because when you share this wealth, more comes to you on every level in every way. And in the comments, let's drop the hashtag mogul moves, and maybe share something about how you're turning money flow into a transformational flow that creates transformational wealth that is so fulfilling that we finally, everyone are nourished instead of people making money and starving to death for the real frequency of transformational reality. All right, moguls, remember, you can't just buy your way into depth without doing the transformation that is necessary for the upgrade of you into the mogul capacity that is the reality architect of a new humanity and a new era of reality. You are here to create it and build it. And I'm so excited for you to do that. And just keep taking in these mogul upgrades. Stay in the immersion. There's other videos that you can watch, another playlist. And let's keep the mogul upgrades flowing and keep you moving along this trajectory, moguls, because I'm so proud of you and all that you're doing. I absolutely adore all of you. This is all for you. I love you. Keep moguling on up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.